Welcome back. My name is Nicole Crocker, and you are watching San Diego Spotlight. Today, we are here with Johnny Kampa. He's the Director of Operations for Saber Foundations, and I met him because his office is located right next to my husband's. Johnny, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Nicole. It's a pleasure to be here.
Super excited to have you.
Likewise.
So Saber Foundations, I know where your office is. I know what the words foundation means, but what kind of services do you guys actually offer?
Well, Saber, we've been around since 1987. We're a family-owned and operated foundation repair specialty contractor. We service all of Southern California, and some of the services that we offer is foundation repair for either residential or commercial properties that have settled. We also offer crawl space repair and encapsulation, our concrete lifting and leveling services with our polyurethane grout injection, and we also offer seismic retrofitting for residential properties.
Wow, that's a lot. Let's do that one at a time.
Okay, perfect.
So let's talk about that first one. What was the first service that you talked
So
about?
foundation settlement, we offer what's called foundation underpinning services, where we install piers below grade, and it's a deep foundation solution. So the average property is usually built on a footing, right? And that footing is maybe sometimes 1, 2, 3 feet in size, right? However, what happens is the underlying soils over time, they either shrink, degrade, different soil types actually expand, contract during the different weather events. So if there's a lot of rain or if there's a lot of drought, like Southern California, we experience a lot of drought. Sometimes in droughts, actually clay soils actually tend to retract, compact, and leaves a lot of voids. So what happens is that heavy material that the home is sitting on in the footing, it sinks. So they call us, so we install these piers, and we also install a bracket that goes right along the footing of that property to keep it stable. And a lot of times we can actually lift that property back up to its original state. So if it's already settled 6 inches, we can lift that back up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a huge cost saver for people who are having problems with settlement shifting. Am I understanding what you're saying?
Yeah. So you'll see cracks throughout your drywall. You can see cracks maybe on the tile, your flooring. Maybe there's some unevenness there. Usually we ask the homeowner to not do any type of home repair or any remodeling before you get your foundation fixed. Especially if your home's prior 1990 build, you want to call us just to make sure that your foundation is okay.
Okay, and so that service that you mentioned covers all of those problems, or does one of the other services that you offer cover those as well, and it's just like a selection process?
So we specialize in just the foundation portion of it. So we don't do the entire remodel, interior remodel. So let's say you see a lot of cracks in your interior walls. Well, there might be some shifting in your foundation. So we'll go in there, we'll stabilize or even lift back your home and protect it. Now it's stabilized, your structure is not gonna go anywhere. Piers do not move, right? And then you can call maybe a home improvement specialist to go inside and fix your drywall, maybe put a new drywall panel in there, do all the paint and those type of services. So, but we deal with the more crucial aspect of that, which is ensuring that your foundation is okay and it's not moving anymore.
Okay, so what about like aesthetic things? Like if somebody wants to tile their floor, and I know this is super simple compared to everything else you're talking about, sounds very major, but they take off their flooring, they want to put in LVP, which is super popular right now, and they see a crack. Is that when they want to ask you to come out?
Absolutely. So one of our services that we do offer, and usually our customers that do sign up for the foundation repair aspect of our services, we also offer crack stitching. So
never heard of that.
Yeah, if you are going to put new floors in, carpet, vinyl, laminate, tile, whatever type of flooring it is, usually you can see some cracks in your foundation or your slab, your interior concrete slab. You can call us, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get in there and we'll chase that crack, make sure it's nice and clean. We actually put some epoxy in there and some sand to kind of bond it so that there's no moisture coming from underneath inside of your home or any air or anything like that that could ultimately damage that new flooring that you're going to put in after.
Interesting. Okay. And what was that called again?
Crack stitching.
Crack stitching. So some of the other services that you had, because you used a lot of terms that I've never heard, and I've been in construction for a long time.
Yeah, so like or crawl space repair, I should say.
Yeah,
so,
let's talk about that.
Yeah, so we do full post and pad replacements. We do supplement. We have a service that's supplemental support for your floor joists, and also a galvanized steel product, which is called Smart Jacks. So all of our posts, instead of the current brick and type of mortar. Sometimes you'll see some cement down there that's holding up the girder joists and even some parts of your floor joists. We'll go in there, we'll take all that out, and we can put our own galvanized steel, very heavy duty posts, so that you know that they're not going to rot out, they're not going to settle anymore, and we can actually stabilize your floors. So if you have a crawl space and you walk on your floors and you're feeling that bounce and a lot of give or unevenness, we can go in there and install these smart jack system. And it also has a mechanical top bracket that we install on top of these posts, which we can continuously, if it's periodic, we have to go out there every 6 months to a year, and you would like that, the customer would like that service, we can go ahead and adjust and keep adjusting for the life of the house and really just continue keeping that floor stable.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, wood over time, it bows and it changes and it moves. So it's a service that you don't want to do everything so rapid and get, all the adjustments right away. It takes time, and wood takes time to kind of even itself out after so many years, being bowed and settling. So, so that's one service that we do underneath the crawl space. And another service is our encapsulation.
That was the one that got me. I was like, encapsulate what?
Yeah, so we have a product called Clean Space, and what that is, it's a 20 mil thick, 7-layer of poly sandwiched materials into a liner. It almost looks like a pool liner. And we put that underneath the crawl space because a lot of times what happens is throughout the summer months, throughout the winter months, you get all of this hot, sticky air and then cold air. And there's so many different changes of temperature inside of your crawl space, which leads to mold, it leads to dry rot, it leads to termite damage. So with that encapsulation, we're basically sealing your crawl space, and we can actually seal your vents after the fact as well, so that there's absolutely no elements coming in to your crawl space anymore. So that helps out with allergies because of all that mold and nasty stuff that's growing inside of the crawl space. It also helps with maybe pest control, because now that we sealed up the vents in the crawl space and now we have it all encapsulized, there's really no ecosystem for rodents and different pests to thrive in. So that's, and same thing with termites. It helps kind of mitigate your termite damage as well.
Now, is that a product that you want to install in new construction, or can you bring it in as a renovation?
We can actually do it for both. So I don't see a lot of properties, new construction, with any type of crawl spaces anymore. That's an old type of build. And again, we're here now because we realized that it wasn't the right type of build, but we understand that Southern California, there's probably 60% of the homes, any pre-90 homes, where they do have a crawl space in them. So we're here to help that customer. And we can also even put a dehumidifier inside of the crawl space as well, and some drainage inside of there with the sump pump to alleviate some of that water that gets into there. If they're on a slope, sometimes you have some water that finds its way in the crawl space, maybe some pipes that drain, and maybe they're not they're not great competent lines underneath your crawl space anymore, so there's some moisture down there. So with that sump pump, the dehumidification, it could help out a lot as well.
So how would a homeowner know to reach out to you for something about that? I'm envisioning that folks in like La Jolla, Oceanside, like beachfront properties, and maybe even in the valley might need your services when it comes to this product?
Absolutely. So I would just say everyone needs our product, because as long as you have sprinklers as well, or some type of water around your home, there's a great chance that water is going to find its way in the crawl space. Water always tries to escape, right? And you always have, your evaporation, the whole greenhouse effect type thing that happens. So I would say every homeowner that has a crawl space, give us a call. It's a free evaluation. We don't make you sign for anything on site if you don't want to, and it's just great because they might be making a decision that will help their health and benefit their health in the long run. So.
Perfect. Now, it seemed to me like you had like 5 or 6 different products. We've covered 2, I think.
Foundation repair, crawl space repair, and also
encapsulation.
The encapsulation. Yep.
So what's our next 2 that I've missed?
So we also, since we're sticking with crawl space, we do offer seismic retrofitting options for our customers. So Southern California, we're a big earthquake region, right? We're prone to earthquakes. Some of them we don't even feel, but you always want to be protected. And I think every residential property owner wants that security, that they know that, hey, my home is braced with great seismic strengthening materials and components, and Saber could help out. about with that. So all the customer, again, has to do is just give us a call. We'll go down there. They might not even know if they have it or not. Most homes don't have it. But we can go in there, and that's a project that can take as quick as a day to get it all completed and installed. So.
It all sounds like such big stuff that's going to take weeks and weeks. I'm glad that you mentioned that.
Yeah, some of our products do take maybe a day, half a day or so. Some of the foundation repair and the crawl space repair, it could take a week, maybe 2 weeks. But again, if the homeowner's protected, I think that's what matters. So we're definitely worth that wait.
Okay. Yeah. And so average installation time is about that 1 week period, it sounds like?
Yeah, again, it depends per category. With foundation settlement, depending the size of the home and how many piers we're installing in each property, it could take anywhere from 2-3 days to maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Just depends. But again, we're not a 6-month project usually, which is really nice for the homeowner to know that within a few weeks you can use your property without any issues. And you can actually use your property as we're working, which is another great benefit to our product.
That is really nice. People hate leaving their homes when they're doing any kind of home improvement type projects.
Let me mention one more product that we do have, Nicole, and that is our concrete lifting and leveling services. And we do that with our polyurethane grout. It's called PolyLevel. It's something that we only sell, that type of blend. It's eco-friendly, so it doesn't leach any harmful chemicals into the environment. It's also made out of 100% recycled product, which is really nice for some of those homeowners that just want to feel comfortable and confident that we're not destroying the ecosystem here. And another thing is that it can cure within 15 minutes, and you can actually use your concrete within 15 minutes. So let me tell you a little bit.
For the audience members, just so you know, concrete cures in usually what, 30 days or something?
It could be 30 days or more. Yeah, depending on certain areas. Absolutely. So a lot of times the average homeowner, they think that when they see concrete that's unleveled, uneven, that they're going to have to replace it. That's not the case. So we offer a very innovative solution. Again, it's called PolyLevel, and what that looks like is if you have concrete slabs, no matter if it's a driveway, a walkway, a patio deck, a pool deck, as long as they're a concrete slab, and let's say it's settling in certain areas or there might be a few cracks, we can help. And the way that we help is we drill very dime-sized holes. They're about 3/8 of an inch. And we go ahead and we pump this 2-part solution underneath. It forms our poly grout. And what that does, it actually lifts. So it turns into a foam. And it actually lifts the concrete up to its original state, or original grade, right? So it does a few other things. It also compresses the soil, which is, we talked about earlier, soil is usually the underlying issue in a lot of these cases because of shrinkage, voids, expansion, different things that happen with soil. A lot of times there's washout as well. So if you ever see a concrete slab, there's these little joints on each side of them. Those are called control joints. Those are meant to crack because concrete, most homeowners don't know, it expands and contracts. It expands and contracts throughout whatever type of weather it's experiencing at that moment. So with all that moving back and forth, that control joint is there so that the concrete can crack and so that it doesn't ruin your concrete at the end of the day, right? That makes a lot of
sense, yeah.
But when those control joints do their job, they start opening up. And with that open up control joint, you start getting water and incompressible materials inside of there. So what happens now is that all that water is washing out your soil underneath your concrete slab. And your concrete slabs are usually pretty heavy. And so that's why we compress with this material so that we can start pushing down and going through all these little voids, and then it expands into a foam and it lifts up your concrete. So it's like a 2-part type of remedy there.
That's going to save homeowners a tremendous amount of money.
It does.
They don't want to replace their concrete.
Yes, and it's about a third of the cost of getting concrete R&R done, which is really nice and beneficial for the homeowner.
Wow, that is really good intel.
It's cool. It's like a miracle product. As soon as you see it live, if you check out our website, you check out our socials, we have tons of videos with our PolyLevel product there, and instantly you'll see the effect that it has and the change that it does with your concrete. And then if there's any leftover cracks, we can actually fix those cracks as well with our Nexus Pro product. That way there's no more water going into those cracks also, and or any incompressible materials that are going to damage your concrete.
Okay. You're talking about a lot of products that I've never heard. So I want to ask you, are these proprietary products to Saber?
They're proprietary to our supplier, which is called Supportworks.
Wow.
Now that's great that you asked me about that, because so Supportworks is a powerhouse innovative company based out of Omaha, Nebraska, with some of the leading engineers and innovators in foundation repair, concrete type of related services. And all they're doing is innovating to bring the homeowner and the commercial property owner just a ton of value and just great innovation so that they have the latest and the best always. So we've been very fortunate to be a part of the Supportworks dealer network for about 9 years now. It's through exclusive invite only, which is pretty awesome. So we can actually say that we are the only Southern California dealer of Supportworks, and we're very, very proud of that.
It's a great position to be in.
It
and
is.
Especially you guys have been in business since when again?
Since 1987.
Wow, honestly, that's truly impressive. I bow down to you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
And to Franz. Franz is the owner of the
Franz
Saber,
is the
correct?
owner. Yep.
And how come he didn't come today?
Well, you know what? Franz is, he trusts in his employees, right? And a part of the reason why he didn't want to come here, he's really camera shy. That's one thing, but he's very humble. It's not about him.
I've met him. He's wonderful.
He is. And it's never about him. It's always about the company. And he asked me if I could do this. And I said, absolutely, because I really believe that Southern California needs to know about Saber. The homeowner, the residential property owner, and as well as the commercial property owner, that we have a slew of services that we offer that can make an immediate impact. And not only your peace of mind, knowing that your problem's going to get fixed and you don't have to worry about these things, whether grandma suffers from severe allergies or she can't move around well in the home, right? Or to just maybe your son or daughter, they're riding their bikes outside and they're, hitting against that uneven concrete slab and you're worried about them tripping and falling or maybe a friend falling and hurting themselves, right? That we are peace of mind workers, that's what we do. It's not about making the sale. It's about educating the homeowner and the commercial property owner and making them and letting them know that this is an investment for their peace of mind, right? And that's what we're in business for. Another thing that we do is with peace of mind comes quality of life, right? We improve quality of life every single day. We get so many great reviews of just, homeowners, again, that are just happy and that we've been able to do something and make an impact in their life. And another thing that we do is we provide homeowners and commercial property owners maintaining their property value. Right now with this booming real estate market, you want to get maximum value for your home, right? Or your property. And we're in it for that, right? We want to give the most value back to that customer so that they can get the most value back in that sale. So again, I want all of Southern California to know who Saber is. I think
you just actually tickled a little thought in my head is you've got all these homes that are being bought right now in San Diego as investment properties, and these folks who are trying to do some upkeep to the house so that they can resell it. This is a great way for them to get the house up to where it needs to be in a safe manner for the new homeowners that are coming in.
Absolutely. We not only work with, again, the homeowner, we work with real estate agents, we work with investors, flippers, whoever would like our services, we're there to help.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be just the homeowner.
It doesn't have to be the
homeowner.
Nope.
I think we covered where you, all the service areas, but can we cover that just one more time?
Sure. So we service all of Southern California, all the way from Santa Barbara County, all the way down to San Diego County and everything in between.
Okay.
And that's for residential side, but we also have a commercial division that will go all over California. It doesn't matter if it's up north or if it's as far east. We've serviced the Air Force bases before, naval bases. We actually were part of Richard Branson and Virgin Galactic's project out in the high desert area just a few years ago. Really cool story. I'm not going to get into it because we could be here all day, but it was, it's fascinating. We deal with so many different types of customers, so it doesn't, again, it could be military, it could be a municipality, it could be anyone. Give us a call, we'll help you.
I have to say I'm surprised because I know you're a small business.
We are.
But you're way bigger than I thought.
We are, and it's, we have maybe just over 50 employees.
Okay.
We're family-based, we're small, but we operate big, right?
Yeah.
And there's no project too small for us, right, or too big for us. Again, we have no minimums. We're not that contractor that's going to go out to your house and say, I can't work on this unless you give me X amount of dollars. It doesn't work for us. We'll put you on the schedule, and we'll find a way to get you on the schedule. And as long as we know that we're servicing and making an impact and creating a remarkable remarkable experience for our customer, that's all we care about. Because, you know, we know that we have the opportunity to gain more, and the trust is what we want to gain. And once people start trusting us, we start with one home at a time, we get to that town, we get to that city, and now a whole county is supporting Saber, and we have them on our back, right? So
fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you came out here to do this with us today.
I'm excited too. I'm pumped. Let's talk more.
This is so fun,
Yeah.
isn't it? So one more question for you. And actually, before I move into the kind of wrap up for the audience, because I know you guys all have things to do today, let's talk about your commercial space. We've talked all about the residential properties that you work on, all the services there. Let's talk about what you do in the commercial space.
Sure. So there's a variety of commercial services that we offer, right? So we can work with the warehouse owner. If they want their building stabilized, we can do that. If they want their a retaining wall stabilized, we can do that. If they want to lift and level their interior concrete. So a lot of times warehouses have forklifts going back and forth in them, right? All that wear and tear in your concrete. Sometimes you'll get some deviation and now uneven and settled slabs. We can go in there and help out, no problem. We also deal with the municipalities as well. So we can deal with the DOT, Department of Transportation, roadways, bridge abutments. There's so many different variety of commercial services that we offer that is just, we're one phone call away. And again, our commercial specialist, Keith, he's amazing in finding out a solution to help out the commercial property owner.
Nice.
Yeah.
Multifamily as well?
Multifamily residences, we deal with HOAs, we deal with
High-rise?
everything. High-rise, not really. There's a lot of different things that go into high-rise buildings, especially with retrofitting. We don't do that type of service, but when it comes to foundation work, we actually helped a DoubleTree hotel that sunk about 24 inches in one portion of their building. It was actually the front portion where we were able to walk inside of some of their guest rooms, and if you would turn on the water in the bathtub, the water would actually go to the opposite side. So there was no draining at all. So they were having some major settlement issues. So they called us up. We were able to recover about 20 plus inches of lift there. And we actually, they were able to have their draining systems and all of their guest rooms work again. So again, there's no project that is too big for us when it comes to foundation repair or concrete lifting and leveling, crawl space repair. We can do it all. So I hope I answered your question there. Okay,
yes,
perfect.
absolutely.
Perfect.
Have we missed anything?
So I would like to talk a little bit about the experience that a homeowner would have with our design specialist and how that process works. So all you have to do in the beginning is call Saber. One of our customer service reps will gladly put you on the calendar. Again, it's no obligation to sign up for any of our services or pay a fee up front. We don't do that. So we'll schedule your design specialist out there. Now our design specialist, when he gets there, he'll do a very thorough, complete evaluation of not just what you called us for, but your entire property. That includes your home and the perimeter concrete as well. So the entire footprint of the entire driveway, patio deck, and the home itself. And he will use certain specialized tools and equipment that we use to look for trends in settlement and see if there is any settlement in your property. If you have a crawl space, they'll go underneath. They'll use certain tools and equipment to see the humidity level inside of your crawl space, see if there's any ways that we can help you, look at your structure, and then come up with the plan. And we do a very, very highly visual, aesthetically pleasing type of presentation for the homeowner. There's videos that you can watch that actually help you make a very informed decision. He'll put everything on the computer screen for you, build like a schematic breakdown, and will give you, the homeowner, the opportunity to select what you feel you need after he proposed a solution to you. So you don't have to go for everything. You can do it in stages, or you can do it all at once. We give the homeowner, we put the homeowner on the driver's seat to really make their decision and make them feel comfortable. And again, it's no obligation to them. So let's say if they don't want to move forward with our services there, they can always call us, and we will be gladly to help educate them and continue letting them know that we're here to help them as well. Along with that, you do get your invoice the same day or your proposal the same day.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That is
complain
awesome.
about that all the time.
Exactly. You don't have to wait. You know, we're a contractor again. That our purpose is to redefine the contractor experience, right, for our customer, and by doing so, doing everything have the exact price available right there for your customer that same day, have the proposal ready for them to go, no obligation. We take a small deposit up front, but again, there's no obligation. The customer could change their mind if they want to, or they can seek out other competitor bids. And guess what? We have a price assurance guarantee as well, so that if they find something that's compared apples to apples out there, they can always come back, right? And we can give them that same offer as well. But one thing that we know that Saber stands alone, and I hope that you can see this in this presentation, is we really take this experience that the customer has and what their needs are first, above everything. And I don't think any other, there's not many contractors I could say that have that same mindset as our company does.
Yeah, no, that's really, really evident, I should say. I wanted to say your contractor's license is in foundation, and that's your, what's that level, or what's that, the code for that? Is it C?
Yeah, so we have great standing with the Contractor States License Board. We are a General B contractor, and we hold 4 specialty licenses for the type of services that we offer our homeowner and our commercial property owner as well. So rest assured, you're in good hands with Saber. Right?
Perfect.
Another thing I wanted to mention is we want to make the experience for our customer as easy as possible. There are permits that need to be pulled and a lot of engineering that goes behind out of some of the services that we offer, but Saber also thinks about that for the customer, and we will actually, we can be the liaison for that customer to help mitigate any of the worry that they have, you know, regarding permitting and engineering. We have an all-inclusive type of offering as well for anyone that wants it. So
perfect. So Saber is like a real full-service foundation company.
Absolutely, because again, we're there for the homeowner, and we want to bring that sense of peace of mind to them.
Fantastic. Well, again, I just want to thank you so much for coming here and meeting with us. I learned a lot. Which is really fun for me.
Awesome.
I know that the audience members at home, if you've got any questions, comments, concerns about your foundation, please reach out to Saber Foundations. And how do they do that?
You can call us toll free, 1-800-922-2488, or you can find us on our website, saberfoundations.com, so plural on foundation, saberfoundations.com, or you can see us in any one of our socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, soon to be TikTok as well.
Oh no, you're doing TikTok.
You know, we're contemporary companies, so we're trying to keep up with everyone else, you know, all the new innovative stuff out there. So it'll be a pleasure to work with anyone that calls us out, and I'm sure that you will see right from the gate that you're in good hands with Saber.
Thank you so much. It was
All
nice
right,
to
thank
see
you, Nicole. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today. I look forward to seeing you next week when we introduce another small business located right here in San Diego. If there's a business that you would like to see highlighted, it can be your business, it can be a family member, a friend, it can be somebody who did a really great job at your house and you want to share it with the whole community. Please email me at info@sbmsmedia.com. Thank you.